Thank goodness you took the right first aid measures in time. Otherwise, she might not have made it here.
So she's okay now?
All I can say is that her condition is stable for now, but her illness is beyond my abilities. I'm sorry. I cannot cure her.
So what do we do now?
Let's keep her here for overnight observation. If she recovers quickly, she should be able to go home by tomorrow.
Doctor, I have a question about the Angel of Clemency's modification technology.
Go ahead and ask whatever you want.
Does Sality's current state have anything to do with her transformation into the Angel of Clemency?
Do you think the way you are now is related to you being transformed into the Angel of Clemency? I've spent most of my life studying Omnium technology, and I still can't figure out what exactly has happened to people like Elric and I. What is certain is that the principles behind transforming you into an Angel of Clemency are very similar to the anomaly that occurred in me.
What makes you say that?
Omnium can manipulate time and space. You can use special channels to travel between Asperia and Kailo. This is the spatial application of Omnium. So what then is the temporal application of Omnium?
Freezing time?
That's only the surface level. More precisely, Omnium prevents the particles that make up our body from changing, keeping the energy that sustains our existence unchanged.
Barry mentioned earlier that the Angel of Clemency keeps us forever trapped in the moment of aberration. Is it the same principle?
That's not entirely wrong. During the Cataclysm, the Omnium eruption directly altered my body. And for you, the aberration is like a personal cataclysm. Aberration is unstable, so we need machinery-based modifications to control it. Or rather, the Angel of Clemency's technology is keeping it from progressing further.
But, Doctor, the spread of aberration is...
Some things are beyond my abilities now. Perhaps it's you young ones who can find the answers.
Doctor, you just said that the Cataclysm transformed your body. What do you mean by that?
Pretty much the same as you, right?
What does that mean?
You look like you're only in your teens or early 20s, but in reality, you're definitely older. Take me, for example. I've lived 50 years and still look about the same.
Doctor, what are you talking about? How did you know that you and I are so similar?
Haven't you heard those folk tales? Animals that live for hundreds of years can become spirits. They take human form, speak like humans, and trick people. Humans can't recognize spirits, but spirits spot each other at a glance. After the Cataclysm, we old survivors. I thought I knew every face, but I never expected a new one.
Are there many people like you in Asperia?
There are quite a few in Hypnos, but very few on land. The only one nearby is probably Franz.
Franz. That man was actually someone from before the New Dawn?
The New Dawn?
Anyway, you haven't seen me because I'm not from around here. I come from Lockhart.
Lockhart, huh? That was supposed to be my honeymoon destination.
Wait, Doctor, are you saying she's like you too? We're not the same, just similar. I come from Lockhart 1,000 years in the future, where no one dies and people age very slowly.
1,000 years later, huh? So how did you end up here?
Doctor, do you actually believe her?
What's there to doubt?
1,000 years later, never aging, never dying, Lockhart? Do you actually believe that?
Isn't Omnium awe-inspiring?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but shouldn't there be some scientific evidence? Like body exam data or something?
Didn't I just say that? I'm the old crone and she's the old witch. Of course we recognize each other at a glance. You're too young to tell. What more proof do you need?
But...
Dr. Claire, I heard you helped my teammate, so I came to check on her.
I'm only helping this poor child because I'm doing Shirley and them a favor. The heirs of Ida are not welcome here.
Valkyrie is just here to see Salady. Don't worry, there won't be any conflict, and we won't damage your equipment.
All right. Then it's as you say. This is...
I'm Barry.
Hey, Barry. It's not often I see someone in a mood like that. Why don't we take a walk around Cetus Island and you can tell me about Lockhart? Let's leave this place to the patient and her friends.
Long time no see, Nemesis. Have you found anything in Kailo?
Salady's condition has stabilized. The doctor wants to keep her under observation tonight. And if all goes well, she can go home.
Her illness is incurable. Worrying about it won't change anything.
Is it only her illness? Aren't all those granted the Angel of Clemency the same? It looks like they've been granted eternal life, but in truth, they're damned to eternal suffering.
Suffering in return for great strength, though, right?
If I could be restored to normal, I'd give up this power in a heartbeat.
Is this why you've been refusing to use your own power? No wonder Salady hates you so much. If she heard you say that, she'd definitely scold you for not knowing what's good for you.
Is it really a good thing to trick a little girl into thinking that power can solve all her problems?
Power certainly can't solve every problem, but that doesn't mean it can't solve anything. Refusing to use your power like this isn't the smartest idea. The Angel of Clemency is a fate we can't change. It's better to learn to accept it and make it work for you than to reject it entirely. If you're willing to make good use of your power, you and the Authorizer might have a smoother time in Kailo. Who knows?
How could you possibly know?
You are the Sage's magnum opus, the finest of his creations. If it weren't for the limits you set on yourself, no one could touch you. Don't you ever miss that fearless side of yourself when you were Nemesis? You never needed anyone's protection. Instead, you could protect everyone else. For example, Authorizer.
What happens between us is none of your business.
Getting promoted really changes things, doesn't it? Your tone's gotten a lot sharper. I guess from now on, I should start calling you Archon.
The Angel of Clemency is nothing but the Sage's dark machination. Why do you impose this tragedy on her, and then shamelessly demand she accept it as if it's some kind of divine miracle?
Since the Cataclysm, Ida has been full of people with tragic lives. Everyone accepts that, so why can't she? Moreover, the Angel of Clemency gave her a second chance at life, a fortune many can only dream of. Salady, for instance, fought tooth and nail just to earn the chance to become one.
Back then, I was merely a weapon driven by madness, only capable of hurting everything I held dear. That version of me isn't worth reminiscing about. I am Shirley now, not Nemesis.
Are you even afraid of the name that represented power? If you had learned to harness that power sooner, instead of fearing and avoiding it, you would have been much stronger by now. It's painful for all of us to watch you waste the effort the Sage put into you. Think carefully about what kind of person you want to become. I'll take Salady with me for now. I'll make sure she's well cared for.
No need for that. I'll take care of Salady.
You should know she envies you and gets incredibly jealous. And she's moody. Keep her by your side if you must, but be careful. If she takes a dislike to you, one snip is all it takes.
If I accept my fate as an Angel of Clemency, then she could be considered my teammate. It's my duty to watch over and teach her. She's still young. I don't feel comfortable leaving her in your care.
That's fortunate. From my view, there is much about her you should learn. Archon, the Sage briefly awakened a few days ago to save Salady. He asked me to tell you. Hypnos is outdated, stuck before the Cataclysm. unreliable. Whatever you want to do, rely on yourself, not others. He looks forward to meeting a stronger version of you.
What does the sage really want to do?
Perhaps when I face him directly, I'll truly understand.
Still worried about Salady?
Yes, Salady still needs someone by her side. I used to be a nurse, and I want to stay and take care of her. However, what Barry said earlier has been weighing on my mind. Can you go ask Barry what exactly is going on with Lockhart for me?
Of course. That situation matters to me, too. I'll be right back.
That's my story. Your turn.
I don't think you're truly immortal. You may just age extremely slowly.
Just like your fellow people from Lockhart?
That's right. I look pretty much the same now as I did when I was 20. But by the time I'm 500, I'll definitely look older than I do now. What are you two talking about? The doctor just told me her story. And now it's my turn to properly tell her about Lockhart. Perfect timing. I want to hear this story too. Lockhart used to be part of Ida, but everything changed on the day of the New Dawn. What's known to you as the Cataclysm. Those born before the New Dawn, like most people here, age and die, living at most around 100 years. But for those from Lockhart, everyone born after the New Dawn hasn't aged a day. You say you're from Lockhart 1,000 years from now. So Lockhart hasn't had a single death in 1,000 years? Yes. According to our ancient legend, the New Dawn marks the end of the Divine War. The God of Life triumphed over the God of Death, and from that moment on, death has avoided Lockhart. The Divine grants life, calls upon the people, punishes sinners, and favors the righteous. This is the unchanging belief of the Lockhart people. What does that mean? The Divine grants life. Death is the end of life, yet also a beginning. This is the natural order in Talmark. Without death, how can there be rebirth? Over the past 1,000 years, Lockhart has seen steadily fewer newborns. Records show the most recent birth occurred roughly 150 years ago. So when they say the Divine calls upon the people, does that mean the Reaper is summoning you, just like the mortals, so you can die a natural death? Yes. The Reaper's realm is peaceful and still. Yet, sadly, we no longer qualify to enter it. The Divine punishes sinners, means that those who stray from the God of Death are sinners. That's why we suffer, tasting pain and immortality, never finding peace.
Your immortality comes with a price?
Your intuition is right. Though death has left Lockhart, aging and illness remain. Over time, the joys of life have been completely eclipsed by suffering.
Life is worse than death.
No wonder you've always thought of death as a good thing. Huh? You finally believe me? Looks like you might actually be the Reaper after all. You still haven't explained that last line. What does the Divine favors the righteous mean? The Reaper favors the kind and righteous, granting them divine favor and unique abilities. I am one of the divinely favored individuals, and my objective is to bring the Reaper back to Lockhart. So, I'm earnestly asking you to come with me to Lockhart. Will you?
First, explain what you mean by saying I could be the Reaper.
I wanted to test your power earlier, so I secretly swapped your prop for a real knife. In the end, I didn't feel good at all. I just got cut and it hurt like hell.
You did what? Huh? That trick, I almost killed you?
No, not even close.
So does that mean I'm not the Reaper you're looking for?
It's hard to say. Prophecies are always mysterious and convoluted. Plus, the Reaper has been away from Lockhart for 1,000 years. It's natural that things might not go smoothly upon their return. Maybe you'll only get your powers back once you've returned to Lockhart. Or we might need to gather the death gems scattered across the continent first.
Is that what your prophecies say?
Not exactly. It was in a comic my master collected.
All right. How much of what she said is true? You might as well go to Lockhart and see for yourself.
You expect me to follow her to Lockhart just because she told some mythical story? What if she's lying?
So I'm lying to you too now? You think I'm in cahoots with that old witch?
Doctor, that's not what I meant.
Then consider it my request. Go check out Lockhart. Maybe while you're there, you'll be able to find out what really happened to Elric and I. Maybe we can figure out exactly how the Angel of Clemency's modification technology works. It might even help Shirley and Saladin, too.
Of course I want to help Shirley, but... Speaking of Elric, I'm willing to go to Lockhart, but you have to agree to one thing in return.
Oh? The youngin' has finally learned to haggle. Do tell.
Elric wants to meet you at the funeral to talk about the past.
What funeral?
Hypnos Agency has taken on the collective funeral arrangements for the Asperian victims from the Kailo space station, and my master is currently preparing the entire thing.
Kailo. If he wants to reminisce, let him.
Huh? So that means you and Shirley are willing to come with me to Lockhart?
Maybe I should discuss it with Shirley a bit more first.
Then I'll take that as a yes from all of you. Once the funeral is over and I sort out the complaint, I'll take you all back to Lockhart.
Go.
Go?
Go! No matter what history lies behind the prophecy Barry told, it's clear she wants to end the Lockhart people's imperfect immortality. According to Dr. Claire, there are many similarities between the Angels of Clemency, herself, and the people of Lockhart.
Do you think a method to end immortality could be used to heal Saladin, and maybe even you and the Doctor?
Earlier, when the Icarus Legion was about to take us home, Linsis asked me a question. Shirley, don't you have anything you want to do for yourself?
I sort of remember.
Well, I've thought about it for a long time, and I still can't come up with an answer. Earlier, Valkyrie recommended that I think about what kind of person I truly want to become.
Have you figured out the answer yet?
Not yet. But from what we're hearing about Lockhart, it sounds like we're starting to find some leads, right? I've been quietly worried that each Angel of Clemency's life is frozen on the day they were transformed. In other words, in another 50 years.
In 50 years, you'll probably still be the same, and the Doctor might be too. But Celine, Zeke, and I, That's what you're worried about?
I'd be scared. If people I'm close to were gone, what would I do? The unity of the Angel of Clemency is tied to this. For so many years, only they have truly understood and accepted one another.
No matter what, the heirs of Ida have no right to criticize you for being forced to become the Angel of Clemency. So what you want to do sounds a lot like what Barry would do?
I don't even know if it'll make a difference now. Maybe, in the end, we'll find that Lockhart's problem has nothing to do with us. But at least now, I'm sure of one thing. I want to figure this out. If it really helps Saladin and the others, that would be quite lucky, wouldn't it?
I get it. No matter what you choose, I'll be right there by your side. You've always been the one to support me. So now it's my turn to support you.
Archon, the funeral site is nearly ready. If you have a moment, please come and take a look.
Looks like it's time to go. By the way, let's not tell Barry we're going to Lockhart yet. We don't want her to get too excited and forget the more important things at hand.
Make sure you eat well, sleep well, exercise, and study. Listen to Lindsys and be a good child. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. I was just reminded of something Grandma Lola used to say when she was teaching Carrot. Mr. O'Reilly, you and Grandma Lola, you really are siblings, aren't you? You're usually fearless, so why are you suddenly shy in front of your great uncle? Don't be scared, Carrot. He's family.
It's all right, little Carrot. I'm your grandmother's younger brother, John. This is where I work, and this is my apprentice, Barry. Come by anytime you're free.
It seems Carrot still needs a little more time to adjust. I'll take her to prepare for the funeral broadcast. See you later.
Go on, Barry. Don't we still need to talk about the customer complaint?
In conclusion, I firmly believe I have sufficiently secured the understanding of Gastiaco Collins, and hereby apply to return to the Hypnos Agency to resume funerary duties.
Well done! And to encourage your growth, I have a special reward for you. Were you expecting that, my silly apprentice?
Ah, Mr. O'Reilly, that's too much! Too much! Reaper Shirley, please defend me!
I already looked into the complaint, you good-for-nothing. Sorry about that, guests, for letting you see such an unprofessional side of me.
Mr. O'Reilly, you look much livelier.
Right. It's thanks to you all. Come on, Perry. Hurry and get the invitations ready. Don't just stand there.
Yes, Master. Do you agree to let me take part in the Hypnos Agency's other activities?
What do you think? I'm getting on in years. Do you really expect me to pull off such a grand funeral? Are you trying to work your master to death?
Hooray! Long live Mr. O'Reilly!
You fool. What person actually lives forever?
Mr. O'Reilly?
Archon, Miss Shirley, I'm deeply grateful that the Hypnos Agency can handle this collective funeral.
We should be the ones saying thank you. Is there anything else we can help with?
That's not necessary. Franz and Hilda have already brought quite a few people to help out, including 2 Kylian folks.
Since everyone is working so hard, we can't just stand around. Mr. O'Reilly, let us know what we can help with.
Well, all right then. Could you please bring the candles and bouquets from the agency to the venue? I'm not getting any younger, so I need to go rest for a while. Barry, after you send out the invitations, remember to wake me up. I still need to deliver the eulogy for our fallen compatriots.
Got it, Master!
The setup is complete. If there's nothing else, go notify Barry to start the funeral.
Black feathers that glide across the stars, carry away my whispers.
Barry, I'm all set over here. Let's get started.
Please, esteemed guests, step forward and join me in bidding our final farewell to the departed.
Hello, everyone. I'm currently in Asperia on Ida, streaming live for everyone. After 50 years, we Kylians are finally returning home. It is also the funeral held jointly by Ida's Hypnos and Kylos' Apex for the victims of the space station. Today, we stand together, united in our vigil, only to mourn those we lost in the disaster. and pay our respects. The victims from Vera have also returned home, fallen leaves finally returning to their roots. Now, let us all observe a moment of silence for our loved ones, friends, and fellow citizens who perished in the disaster.
Master, it's time to get up. Master? Master?
Authorizer, are you okay?
I remember you telling Barry that the moment of silence is only the beginning of mourning, not the end. At least now they can begin to grieve. Antoria, those who entered hyperspace and other Defense Force members are still missing. We can't even hold funerals for them.
Do you think there's still a chance they're alive?
I want to believe so.
Then let's go bring them back. The knowledge to activate the hyperspace gate is still stored on the network. Does that mean we have one more thing to do in Lockhart?
Well, if we really want to find Antoria, we'll have to build the Tower of Fantasy first, reconnect all of Ida's lands, and then trigger a global origin resonance. The road ahead seems to be getting longer.
And let's take one step at a time, and keep pushing forward.
What will happen to Kailo if we follow Barry to Lockhart?
It sounds like there's a lot for Plotty to handle, so I doubt you'll be able to officially take on your role just yet.
That's true, but we can't just walk away from this, can we?
Can't you take some time off? The doctor said Lockhart used to be where she wanted to go for her honeymoon. It must be beautiful there, right? Maybe you could take a few months off?
You mean I should tell Hypnos I'm taking leave? Better yet, I'll sneak off with you to Lockhart to study the Angel of Clemency's healing techniques. And maybe build a Tower of Fantasy there?
Will that not work?
You just reminded me of how you were when we first met.
Was I really that funny back then?
Back then, you were mischievous and adventurous. Whenever Zeke warned you not to do something risky, you'd sneak off anyway. And always drag me along, just like now.
So, do you want to join me this time?
Of course. But asking Hypnos for time off feels like a bit of a hassle. Let's trouble Elric instead. He's been an Archon for so long, he surely knows the best way to handle this. We've helped him out so many times, it's about time he returns the favor. After all, he did say he came here to help me and Plotty take the blame. So what's one more burden, right?
And you go talk to Barry about the trip to Lockhart, and I'll go say goodbye to Celine.
Is it closed? Where did Barry go? Could something have happened? Let me go check around. Mr. O'Reilly, he...
His health had been declining for a while, but fortunately, he didn't suffer much when he passed. My master spent his entire life conducting funerals and presiding over all kinds of ceremonies. At those funerals, what he saw most were tears, and what he heard most were cries. If I were the one who died, seeing all these tears, I don't think I could bear crossing the Styx, he always said. Long ago, my master had already decided how he wanted to be interred and where he'd want to be buried. From here, you can look out over all of Bangus Port. Countless smiling faces and the lively sounds of life. He would have liked it, don't you think?
Mary, I'm very sorry about Mr. O'Reilly's departure. If you need any help, just let me know. Don't keep your sadness to yourself.
Sad? How could that be? I'm actually glad my master was able to set off this way. How could I be sad?
If you keep it all bottled up...
I said I'm not sad, so I'm not sad. I'm just...
Just what?
I just feel a bit strange. Like there's suddenly a void inside me. And I don't know what to do. I used to blame him for not understanding me, always scolding me. And sometimes, I even wanted to avoid him. But now, I suddenly want to apologize to my master.
Apologize?
I shouldn't have said his cooking was awful, or that his taste in clothes was terrible. I still have so much I want to tell him. Do you think Yako felt the same way when he came to see me back then?
Yes. This is what grief feels like.
So this is what grief feels like. It's my first time experiencing the death of someone close to me. It's nothing like I imagined. No wonder Yako was angry, and Mr. O'Reilly was scolding me. Yako's dad passed away a few days ago, and he's still grieving. How much longer do I have to grieve?
It'll take a long time. I lost a friend about a year ago, and I still don't feel like I've fully moved on. It was my first time experiencing this, and I don't even know how to talk about it.
Isn't there some way I can feel better faster?
Everyone has their own way of dealing with this. I choose to take on the responsibilities my friend left behind and keep myself busy with endless work.
But you said you still haven't moved on. So it seems doing this hasn't helped much.
Maybe try Yako's way. He came to you back then to talk. You can open up to someone you trust too.
Have you ever talked to someone about it?
Shirley once wanted to help me carry the burden, but I chose to avoid it back then. Wait, I was trying to give you advice. How did it end up with you helping me instead? Maybe I should try to open up. Shirley would be willing to listen, right?
Fine. Since these feelings won't be resolved anytime soon, I'll set them aside. I still have work to finish. Mr. O'Reilly entrusted this to me. How's the funeral going? Is everything all right?
Thank you for your agency's incredible help. The funeral went off smoothly. Franz really recommended the right person.
I'm really sorry. I promised I'd help, but I messed up again. If Mr. O'Reilly were still here, he'd definitely be angry with me. As an immortal, maybe I'm simply not suited to be a mortician.
Don't say that. If O'Reilly saw today's funeral, he'd be proud of you. Thanks to your success today, I've got an even bigger task for you. Arranging the funerals for all 157 victims from Lockhart.
But you have to bring them back to Lockhart first. Are you willing to admit you're the Reaper and come with me to Lockhart? To end immortality and save everyone?
I didn't say that. I only said we need to hold a funeral, that's all.
Holding a funeral in a world full of immortals. What else could it be but the Reaper? Well, I'll just take that as you agreeing to come with me to Lockhart. Once I apologize to Yako and complete the final task left by my master, we'll set off.
Huh. Why are there so many people at the entrance?
I see. O'Reilly's will said he wanted a simple funeral. That old rascal. Well, since it was his wish, there's nothing we can do.
Yes, thank you for your understanding. I'm sure my master would be very happy to see you.
Is this the Hypnos agency the flyer mentioned? It's my first time here. Barry, I haven't seen you in days. Do you still perform magic at the port?
Absolutely. In a few days, I'll be staging an unprecedented act as my final curtain call.
They say the more sensible a child is, the more they're cherished. You used to be such a handful, driving everyone crazy. And now you've become so quiet. Don't be too sad, okay?
Child. Thank you, Miss Eureka. Don't worry, I'm feeling much better now.
Well then, we'll be on our way. If you need any help, just let us know.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Finally done. You're finally here. Yako should be here soon, right?
Yako? He's coming too? I thought you called me to talk about going to Lockhart.
Well, actually, there's still one thing I haven't done. I still haven't apologized to Yako.
Huh?
Don't worry. I've already called him. I'll apologize right away. It's just... now I realize how harsh my words were. I thought having you here would give me a little more courage to face him.
Barry.
I'm sorry, Yako. I was wrong before. I can't believe I wanted you to feel happy about your dad's death when you were so sad. Please forgive me.
Huh?
I know it's a bit late to say this, but I really mean it. When you came to me back then, you must have had a lot on your mind about your dad that you wanted to talk about. Back then, I didn't understand anything at all. Yet I arrogantly congratulated you, acting like I knew your feelings better than you did. But now I get it. I'm sorry, Yako. If you ever want to talk about your dad, I'm all ears. Of course, only if you're still willing to share.
Of course I would. I was really angry at you back then. I even secretly wished you could feel what I did. But I didn't actually want to curse you. I was just so upset. Mr. O'Reilly was a really good person, and I know exactly how you feel right now. Keeping it in will only hurt you more. You can talk to me about it any time. We can bond over our shared grief. Also, I take back what I said earlier. This is the best funeral home in Asperia, and you're a kind-hearted soul. Only you can give the victims returning home such a moving funeral.
It's all thanks to my master. Has nothing to do with me.
Barry, I don't think Mr. O'Reilly meant it that way. This is something he asked me to keep for him. He told me to give it to you if I was willing to forgive you.
This is... a will? experience the loss of someone important. Master, I finally understand. But you left me behind.
This is... Don't just stand there. Come on in.
Is this safe to use for travel?
Of course. I spent a small fortune to buy these ancient transmission array parts. It's how I got here, actually.
This transmission array looks a bit like the space rift we use.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Once we get to Lockhart and open a Hypnos agency branch there, I'll help you bury the space station victims from Lockhart.
Why didn't I think of this when giving an excuse for time off? As for being Kailo's Archon, I have to see this to the end.
Mia wants to take a vacation. Seems like we all have a reason to head to Lockhart now.
All right, here's hoping we have smooth sailing this time around.
Is everyone ready? Then, crows gaze upon twilight. Undo the sins of 9 millennia, O dormant souls. Deliver us. Surely I'm here! Is everyone ready? Then, crows gaze upon twilight. Undo the sins of 9 millennia, O dormant souls. Deliver us.